Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dr. Claudia Albers, Planet X researcher and professional physicist. And today I'd like to bring to you another one of my articles. This one is entitled Planet X Object. Comet 46b approaches Earth on December 16, 2018. Now, Comet 46b is a short period comet, as it has a period of only 5.4 years. The comet was discovered by the astronomer Carl Wartonen in 1948, and it reaches perihelion on December 12, 2018, and will reach its closest position to Earth on December 16, 2018. And you can see the comet here. It seems to emit this green light from the Comet, and it will reach its closest approach. It reaches closest approach to Earth on December 16th, just a few days away. You can see the comet's orbit. You can see here the position on December 16, very close to Earth and very close to perihelion, because that's only 4 days after perihelion position. And the comet has a perihelion position of 1.055. So that's just beyond Earth's orbit. So that's about where it is right now. And so it's about the same distance. Its closest position to the Sun is close to the Earth's orbital radius. And its aphelion position is 5.13 AU. So that's close to Jupiter's orbital position, which is 5.2. And this means that this is one of those comets that are associated with Jupiter. And these are a group of comets that have a aphelion of between 5 and 6 AU, or close to Jupiter's orbital radius, which is 5.2 AU. So this means that this object was most likely an object that interacted with Jupiter upon first arriving in the solar system. Comets are part of the Planet X system, or the destroyer system, which is made up of dead stars, planets, and moons. And you may look at Article 368 entitled The Destroyer System, Planet X and the Oort Cloud, and Article 431 entitled Planet X Comes as a Comet, Red Skies and Other Effects, for more details. This means that either it is made up of a stellar core surrounded by a debris field, or it is a piece of debris left over by a stellar core within the solar system, which is now in a regular orbit around the Sun. Planet X system objects are energy depleted and thus have low gravitational influence, and therefore appear to have low mass, but some are larger than the Sun and are thus more massive than the Sun. And you can see one of these objects moving towards the Sun, surrounded by a huge cloud of debris. And this turned out to be a very, very large object, and it was actually larger than the Sun. And you may look at articles 424 and 425 for more details on that. Here's another one of these objects, very close to the Sun. We can see it's in a LASCO C2 image. This was sent to me by Arwen Steiger. And you can see that the Sun is reacting to the object. It's sending out corona towards it. In other words, there is a current flowing from the Sun towards this object. That's one of the interactions they're capable of. You can see that the Sun's corona is partly covering the edge of the object, and that tells us that the object is extremely close to the Sun. This object also turned out to be 7 times larger than the Sun, and the size of the Sun is indicated by the white circle on the occulter. Now, Comet 46b seems brighter than normal, which would indicate that it is attracting a large amount of charged particles from within the solar system. Although it is widely believed that comets are bright because they eject water, this is not true. Comets are electrical in nature and draw a current of charged particles when inside the solar system, as James McKenney has shown. In other words, they emit their own light because of that interaction. The fact that the comet is so bright may also indicate that it is still obtaining a current of electrons from the sun, so that the sun, although no longer able to emit visible light, and you may look at article 453 entitled "The Sun is Now a Dark Star," still has a supply of electrons in its outer layers. Or it could be that the electrons are coming from other stellar cores or planets within the solar system. If from other stellar cores, they would have obtained them from the sun or the planets, so they are still solar system electrons. Stellar cores and stellar core matter is depleted in electrons and is thus positively charged. The fact that these objects are not inoffensive, dirty ice balls can be seen from what occurred when the pieces of Comet Schumacher-Levy 9 impacted Jupiter. Huge, long-lasting blemishes were observed in Jupiter's atmosphere for an extended period of time. No dirty ice balls could have done that. The pieces which impacted Jupiter were most likely also much larger than what was reported. And you see the pieces here of the comet, and here you see the blemishes that were left on Jupiter. And Jupiter is huge. It's 10 times larger than the Earth, and you see huge impact blemishes, marks left in Jupiter's atmosphere. So these were not dirty snowballs, nor were they small pieces of ice. They were most likely large debris pieces coming from a Planet X system object or a stellar core. Comet 46P will be crossing the ecliptic plane just as it encounters Earth shortly after reaching perihelion, and will pass Earth at a distance of 0.077 AU, which is equivalent to about 30 lunar distances, and in other words 30 times the distance between the Earth and the Moon, which is about 7 million miles. This may seem to be a very large distance, but these are not benign objects. They are destructive because of their energy absorption ability. Comet 46P reportedly has a nucleus with a diameter of only 1.2 kilometers, but may actually be much larger than it has been reported, since we know that some extremely large comets, larger than the Sun, have come in without it ever having been reported how large these objects really were. Comets are also usually surrounded by a huge cloud of debris, so the close approach of this object to Earth is not without its dangers. Comets, which are actual stellar cores, will not impact another celestial object, but the pieces of debris surrounding the objects can impact the celestial object. Thus, the debris field around the comet may lead to meteor impacts or meteorite showers. However, the greatest danger may not be due to the danger of impacts, but due to the electrical interaction, if this is indeed a much larger object than has been reported, which even at that distance may cause electrical earthquakes on Earth and electrical discharges within our atmosphere. And here's the oblique view of Comet 46P's orbital path in relation to Earth's orbit, and you can see that it crosses the ecliptic plane at just about the point of closest approach to Earth. So in conclusion, the relatively close passage of Comet 46P to Earth on December 16, 2018 is not without danger to Earth, as comets are not benign, dirty snowballs. Although they are low gravitational influence objects, comets are strong absorbers of energy and capable of powerful electrical interactions, which may lead to earthquakes. And those are the references. This is Dr. Claudia Albers, Planet X physicist. Thank you for watching.